and record to cloud. Right, so we reached 8.2, and as you can see, the title of this unit is Fair Share. What do you think this unit is going to be about?
Maybe money or banks or stuff like this.
Okay, money, banks. Yeah, something related to money. Interesting. So the first exercise here we have is speaking. We can do it now. They're telling us work in pairs and discuss. Read the instructions above for the sharing experiment. 2 games that test people's behavior. What do you think the games show about people? Okay, so here we have 2 games. The ultimate, yes, the ultimate, it's not ultimate, ultimum game and the dictator game. Who wants to read? Who wants to start reading? ترتيل or تسنيم?
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum, exactly. Ultimatum game.
Okay, I will start reading.
Go ahead.
The ultimatum.
You can hear me,
game.
right, teacher?
Ultimatum.
Hello.
Who?
Can you hear me?
You're breaking.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So the ultimatum game. Who wanted to read? Tasneem, you wanted to read first?
Yeah, I can read.
Go ahead, please.
You have been given £10. You have to offer some of this money to parent. If your partner accepts your offer, you split the money as agreed. If
Yes.
your partner rejects
Sorry, yes, partner. If your partner rejects, yes.
The offer, neither of you keep anything. You must decide.
Okay. Tartil, can you hear me well? Tasneem, can you hear me?
Hello. Teacher, our connection is so weak, like it's terrible.
I thought the problem is from my connection, but obviously it's not. If you can hear me, like
No,
each one of you is getting
Yeah.
disconnected, on its own. So can you hear me well now?
Yes, I can hear you. You can hear us now?
It's not very good, but it's okay. I can hear you. Right. So the first game, it says that they're gonna give you £10 and you can share them with a partner. If your partner accepted, you both can take the money as agreed. But if your partner just disagreed, you both lose the money. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
I can't hear you guys.
I can hear you, teacher.
I just heard you. Okay. I know this can be kind of
Finally.
disappointing, right?
Yeah.
Is weak.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Do you connect using DSL like stable line, or you have your own data connection?
No, it's our data connection.
Oh, there is no IDSL there. Okay. Now, Tartil, you can read to me the dictator game. Interesting name.
Okay. The dictator game, you have been giving £10. You have to offer some of this money to your partner. Your partner has no choice and has to accept your offer. You must decide how much money for partner.
Okay, so it's not the same like the previous game, the ultimatum game. This one, you just offer the amount of money to your partner, and he or she has to take it. And at the end of the game, you must decide how much money to offer your partner. So maybe you can give like just £1. All right, so now let's go to the discussion here. They're telling you, imagine you're playing, okay? Imagine you're playing the game. Write the amount from 0 to 10. So for example, I would keep 5 and offer my partner 5. The lowest I would accept from my partner is, for example, if it was me, 4. The dictator game, I would keep, yes, I wanted to say I would keep 8 and offer my partner 2. What about you guys?
For me, the first game, I'd keep 10.
The first game you would keep 10.
Yeah, and offer my partner 5. The lowest I would accept from my partner is 4, maybe. But I think.
Okay, what about you, Tartil?
I would give
I didn't
maybe
hear you.
5. Give my £5.
Okay, can you hear me, guys?
We can hear you well, but you cannot, right?
I can't hear you. No, it's breaking a lot.
I mean, you're not.
Yes, your voice just came. Let's try again. Right, so now let's go down there and let's discuss this vocabulary, the ones in bold. They're telling us work in pairs and match 1 to 6 with A to F. So here you have some words here, 1 to 6, and other ones here from A to F. Okay. You need to match those part of sentences to make sentences. For example, I think it shows that you have a sense of fairness, comma, especially if you split it 50-50, even though you don't have to. So for example, those who just said, I will keep 5 in both games, they have their sense of fairness. Did you understand me?
Yes.
Oh, guys, snow just started snowing right now here in front of me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just
We were
some
there.
unexpected
I
rain.
love winter there.
Yeah, some unexpected storms are coming. I keep coming to Istanbul last week and this week. And by the way, today was off. All schools in Istanbul, they were like called off because of the storm. And last week it was the same. Last week we took 2 days off, and this week we took 1 day.
Nice. You can enjoy the weather.
Yeah. Okay, take your time, match them together, and then we will have full sentences and we will explain the words in bold.
Okay.
Have you finished? Okay. Let's do it together.
Okay.
All right. So I think it shows that you have a sense of fairness. We did this one. Number 2, it brings out aggression in people. In fact,
If
yes, it's F.
someone might try to.
That's correct. I think someone might try to hurt the other person. Okay. Number 3, I enjoyed being in control. And
be
it's B, correct. And that's why I kept all the money for myself. I'm surprised at my own greed. I didn't keep it. All right. 4, here is no here there is no equality because
one
now see,
person has power. See,
no person has less power. That's correct. Now, number 5, imagine some people give money than they have to.
This is E.
Yes, this is E. And that sort of generosity always surprises me. 6, there is no justice in this game. Let's see why. A, just as there is none in real life. I felt cheated and hard done by. All right. So the sentences themselves are not important. The important thing here, the adjectives: fairness, aggression, control, not all of them adjectives, equality, justice, greed, power, and generosity.
What justice mean?
Justice, from just, عدالة.
Okay.
Do you know the meaning of aggression as well?
Yeah, no.
Aggression, from aggressive.
Yeah.
Being aggressive. Do you know the meaning of being aggressive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Equality, you know, equality, like to be equal.
Yeah.
What else? What else? We have justice. Greed. What's the meaning of greed?
It's طمع or something like that.
Right. And generosity, the like being
The
giving
opposite
to
of-
others. Yes.
yes.
Right. So we're good. Now, here you'll have 6 sentences, okay? They're telling us, write the words in bold in exercise 2A next to their meanings. So being kind and willing to give, which one? Which one is it?
Generosity.
Yes, this is generosity. Okay, now I want you to look for the other words, like with their meanings here. Then we can do it together. Take less than half a minute. Fast, do it fast.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it together.
Okay.
So threatening behavior.
Aggression.
All right. What about number 3, a situation where people have the same rights?
This is
Equality. I didn't hear you. Your voice is really breaking. If you said equality, then this is the correct answer. And number 4, it tells you the ability to make someone do something. This is like to have power or like to be in control. So these are the 2 words you're searching for. Number 5, being reasonable in judgment. It's fairness and justice. The last one, strong desire for money, food, or other things. It's a greed. All right. Did you hear the answers? You can see them on the screen as well.
Yes.
All right. They're asking us to discuss, does each sentence in exercise 2A refer to the, all right, that's not important. Now, we will listen to 2 people, Heather and Dominic, play the ultimate, the ultimate game, and they are gonna answer the questions, okay? Are you ready to listen?
Yes.
Unit 8, Recording 2. Okay, Dominic and Heather, we're going to play a game.
Oh.
It's an experiment. What I'm going to do is, hang on, I'm just getting out of my pocket. I'm going to give you, Dominic, £10.
Okay, can I keep it?
Okay, for now. And you have to decide how much you're going to offer Heather.
Okay.
And if Heather accepts, then you divide the money as agreed. You get some and she gets some.
Right.
But if Heather rejects your offer and she doesn't like the way you've split the £10, then I get the £10 back and neither of you get anything.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Yeah, I think so.
You sure?
Yeah. So I basically have to choose how much money I'm going to offer Heather.
Yeah,
And if she's happy with
I
it.
decide if I want it or not.
that's right. Okay.
Okay.
So
Right, there you go.
thank you. That's for me. So it's a lot of money. I would quite like all of it. Do I just say now out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to offer you £5.
Mm.
Go on then. I'll accept that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Great. So we get a fiver each.
You do indeed,
bad.
and I lose £10.
Yeah, that was worth it.
Okay, so that's really interesting. Why, Dominic, did you decide on that split?
I guess if I offered any less, I didn't think you'd take it.
No.
So I thought this
But
way.
why would you? think that she
Because
wouldn't take
it's
it?
not fair, you know. Because this isn't any more my money than it is hers, really. Just because it's a game, you've given it to me.
Interesting.
It was.
And why did you accept?
Because I felt that it was equal, you know, an equal split. I thought it was very kind and generous to give me half.
Okay, and okay, then here's an interesting question, Heather. In your mind, what would have been the lowest amount that you would have accepted?
It actually would have been £5 because I think any lower than that, and I'd have felt sort of, you know,
Really interesting.
hard done by. Yeah, is the word. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, so what happened? How much did Dominic offer Heather?
£5.
Sorry, did you say anything?
£5.
£5. Did she accept?
Yes, it is 5.
What
Yes.
does what reasons does Dominic give for his decision?
He said that
So he said,
he
go on.
he won't give her any list because that's. Oh my god.
I'm sorry for this experience. Okay, so I don't know. You were trying to speak. I don't interrupt you when you're trying, but it's just your
I
voice
know.
your voice comes very late.
No problem.
So yeah, try again. Go ahead.
He said it's not fair to give her any less than
Yes,
£5.
that's it. And she wouldn't have accepted it if he did.
Yes.
4. What does Heather say about the decision?
She said that it was kind and equal.
Yes,
Split.
equal. Yes, equal split. It means like in between. And what was the lowest amount Heather would have accepted? She wouldn't have accepted less than 5. Okay.
And she wouldn't list pounds.
Here are the answers on the screen. You can take them, and now we can listen to the other game, like to the dictator game, the real deal. Are you ready to listen?
Yes.
5.
Okay, let's
Unit 8, recording 3.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're going to play another game now. It's called the
Okay.
Dictator game. And I think I'm going to be very out of pocket by the end of the game because
More
I
money.
have here another £10 note.
Ooh,
Okay.
10.
And Dominic, I'm going to give it to you again.
Thank you.
But this time, instead of making an offer which you, Heather, can accept or reject,
Okay.
you have to accept it.
Ah.
So, Dominic,
Okay.
Okay.
I have
it's
the
your
power.
decision. If you have the power, it's your decision.
Okay. So I'll just say it out loud.
Yeah.
The offer I'm going to give you this time is £1, and that means £9 will be for me.
Okay.
Well, then I accept, don't I? Because I
You
have no
have,
choice.
you have no choice. But the question here is, how do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel a bit hard done by, to be honest. I feel a bit cheated, really.
His fairness from last time has all disappeared.
Yeah.
I guess I gave you £1 to still show that I'm, not heartless. You know, so you know, I wouldn't want to keep all of it, but I guess with the offer of being able to have more without the choice, it's sort of it was easier for me to say. I wouldn't feel so guilty. I don't feel
tempting. I
feel a bit
suppose.
guilty now, but no, I just thought, you know, there's no option for her, so I might as well keep more of it.
Wow. So how much did he offer this time?
£1, I guess.
Yeah. And why did he do that? I mean, why did he keep for himself the 9 and just wanted to give her the 1? What were his reasons?
Unit 8.
Sorry. So he gave £1 to show that he's not heartless, but it was easier to keep the monster himself.
I did heard that.
And how did she feel? Hello.
Cheated by, and his fairness disappeared.
Yes, his fairness disappeared, and she feels cheated, and it's hard for her. All right,
Yeah.
guys, I can barely hear you while your voice is extremely breaking, extremely this time. So
we're sorry.
no problem, no problem. Let's give it 10 minutes of break, and after break we can try again. Okay, hopefully after the break you're gonna have better connection.
Okay.
So let's move on to the next page, and today's lesson is very interesting regarding the ing form versus the infinitive. Have you ever heard of this?
No, actually.
No problem. So technically you're gonna learn when to use the verb with the ing, or when to use to plus verb 1. This can be very important sometimes. You might not like you might not didn't take a deep look about this, but it's really important. Right. So now I want you to have a look at this passage, and here we have like verbs in parentheses as usual. I want you to think about the appropriate way to use those verbs. It's either using the ing form or to use the infinitive form verb 1 plus 2. For example, research shows that people tend to respond, not responding. Okay. But what about think? Is it think or thinking? Be or being, and so on. Read it fast and try to decide whether to plus verb 1 or verb in the ing.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it together.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to start? Maybe Tartil. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I will start. Research shows that people tend to respond differently depending on their culture, context, and the other factors. In Japan, players offer twice as much as those in Peru, but don't make the mistake of thinking that Japanese are more generous than Peruvians. Perhaps being generous in the game means you want people to think you are in real life. The game gives you the chance to act unselfishly or not. Some people are playing to impress people. If it's important to someone, seeing as, I guess this is to see maybe.
Be seen, to be seen.
Oh, okay. To be seen as fair, it's easy to act the way in the game because it's just a game.
Thank you. Most of them are correct, which is like you got all of them correct except for 7, and you felt it was wrong. So amazing, excellent. I believe it's gonna be very easy for you.
Thank
you. Now, Tasneem, do you wanna continue reading, or I can read if you're tired?
No, I can read.
Go ahead.
Okay. The dictator game is very interesting because no one would imagine a genuine dictator really sharing money through. Some players would keep everything, but most people let their partner to have a share of the money. Interestingly, what's that word?
And yes, have a share of the money. Interestingly.
Okay. Most 5-year-olds will share at least half of the money. They're not interested in having the most. My opinion is that deep down, most human beings would rather cooperate and avoid exploit others in the game and exploiting others in the game and in real life.
Yes. Do you know the meaning of exploiting? It means like to take advantage of someone.
Oh, okay.
Exploit.
What about cooperate?
Cooperate, it means like to work together. You know, to have some kind of, it's okay, both of us, we can work it out together.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now let's work in pairs and look at the verbs from 1 to 15. You can look at my screen, or like I share with you the answers. You can double check your answers. Can you see them?
Yes.
Okay, good. Double check your answers, please.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay, great. Right. So now let's go to question 2, or the next question. We need to work in pairs, and we need to look at the verbs 1 to 15 in the article and complete the table. Here you have a table. Like they are telling you after a preposition. Okay. You know what? This can be a little bit difficult for you. I can help you. Or even better, we can go to the language bank and then go back to all of those details, because they're just, I believe they're just trying to work a lot on making you curious rather than telling you what the grammar rule here is. Okay, so go to page 142, please.
Okay.
Did you find it? 8.2.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So they're telling you use an infinitive, which means verb 1 plus 2. In this case, look after which verbs. After these verbs: afford, agree, arrange, decide, expect, hope, intend, learn, manage, need, offer, plan, pretend, promise, refuse, seem, tend, threaten, and want. Okay, an example for that: we hope to, you see, start the meeting, etc. They promised to, you can see promise to. Okay, so this is the case number 1. Let's check number 2. They're telling you after these verbs with an object. What's an object? Can be the object of the verb. You'll see an example to understand. Ask, advise, expect, help. Help, they give you this star because sometimes it can come as helping, so it depends on the context. Invite, persuade, remind, require, teach, and want. Look at this example. Will wants me. So you see here, there is an object after the verb. This is what we call a direct object. Wants me to go to the party with him. So here, want to, it exists. You have verb 1 plus 2, but before the 2, you have this one like it's an object. This is why they told you these verbs take like verb 1 plus 2 infinitive, but with an object. Ask me to, ask him to, advised me to, advised us to, and etc. Are we cool till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, number 3. They told you after semi-fixed phrases, like for example, be good, lucky, happy, necessary, etc. Let's see the example here. We can understand. She was lucky to get. So here now it's just the opposite. To plus the verb. Okay. To get, to go, to be happy, etc. Sorry, or she was happy to, and then you put the verb. And then here to express a purpose, like I'm going there, and then you can put to, and to give the purpose why you're doing this. I'm going to, and then see Tom. Now these are all easy. You just need to have a look at them. Try to, I don't think you will be able to memorize them. I believe you will be able to answer the correct questions out of your experience, out of your input. But it's a good exercise to read them and to read the Now let's go to the here are the rules when to put the ing, okay, and examples. Of course, they tell you as a subject or object, like a noun. So for example, you can put the ing here. Look guys, they're not giving you just the cases of the verbs here. They're just telling you when to put like infinitive plus 2 or ing, you see, but sometimes they're not verbs. So here they're telling you doing is better than nothing, or is better than thinking. Both, in both ways, it's the same. Here it came as a subject, okay? And here it came as an object. In both cases, it's like a noun, okay? Sorry. This is doing is a subject. Thinking is an object. And they are like nouns here. Okay. I think this is very easy, this one. So you can put the ing with subjects or objects. Let's check number 2 condition. After prepositions, often part of a fixed phrase. Yes, for example, I look forward to, I used to, accustomed to, be taken on, and instead of. Okay, let's see an example. For example, yes, please go ahead.
What accustomed to mean?
Accustomed to. It's like it's very similar in meaning to used to. Accustomed is like from like to adopt something, okay, to be able to be familiar with something.
Okay.
Look here. I am not used to, and after to, what did they put? Getting up, not to get up, okay? These are, by the way, this is very important. This is very important, like memorize them. Those ones, I believe those ones are the most important ones in the entire lesson. And even advanced students make mistakes with those ones. Guys, after those, like those fixed phrases, you need a verb in the ing. I know you can see to in most of them, but still, after them, put ing. Do not fall into that mistake. Look, this one is a very famous one. For example, I am looking forward to, and most of the students write, to meet you, but it's not correct. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Look here, this example. I'm looking forward to sleeping late this weekend. Okay?
Okay.
Keep it in mind, after those phrases, you need verb in the ing. They are like part of a fixed phrase. It's just the phrase is, that's it, can't be changed. So you need to say, I am looking forward to meeting you, to meet you. We use this in emails a lot. Okay. So this is for number 2. Now let's have a look at number 3. After these verbs, avoid, come, consider, discuss, deny, enjoy, go, hate, involve, keep, love, like, mind, miss, practice, suggest. Again, after them, use a verb in the ing. I'll tell you why. Dave came fishing with me. Okay, right. I keep getting headache. So here the verb phrase, it just doesn't work if you came to fish. It doesn't work that way. It just the rule tells you just use ing after those verbs. Okay, so for example, Tartil came not just fishing, we can say, you know what, the other one is easier. What do you suggest doing, for example? We always use that phrase. You can see an example of doing here. It can't work like, what do you suggest to do? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, totally.
And the last one here for, oh, sorry. After certain phrases, can't bear, stand, you know, bear like here, it means hold. It's not it's not worth, for example, it's not worth consideration. Or here, no, we're having trouble. Yeah, finding. Yes, here. This is what they're talking about. We're having, yes. It's no use having trouble. All right, look at the example. We were having trouble, not to finding a hotel. Okay. Right. Just be careful. If you can look at finding here, it's not a verb. I told you at the beginning, it's not necessary we're working with verbs. Sometimes they're nouns. And here, this is what we call a gerund.
Teacher, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Can we say we're having trouble in finding a hotel? Is it true? Like,
Yes,
correct?
you can say that in finding
Oh.
a hotel. But what you can't say, we're having trouble to find a hotel.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. These are not a sacred book. They are up to change. Okay. They're like, yeah, depends on the context, depends on the phrasal verbs you have. But it is good to know that these are the rules. We just have some rules to follow here. But still, you have lots of exceptions.
Yeah,
So
I get.
they're telling you here, after modal verbs, you use infinitive. For example, they might be late. Be here is the infinitive one. After had better, would rather. For example, you would rather or you'd better take an umbrella. Okay, just verb 1. And here, after these verbs with an object, let, make, and help, our supervisor let us go. Let us go. Not going, early today. So here is the star for help. Why help is different? They're telling you help can be used either with or without to. You see? So here they told you to use it with to, but they put a star on it because yes, you can use it with or without. For example, here, can you help me lift this or to lift this? Lift, it means like to hold up. Both ways, it's correct. In both ways.
Teacher, what does threaten mean?
Which one?
And number 1, threaten. Not here in the first table. Yes.
This table?
No, the first one.
This one here.
Yes.
Threaten, right?
Yes.
I just want to, yes, threaten. When you threaten someone, you're like attacking someone, okay? تهديد.
Oh, okay.
Any other verbs you want me to translate to you?
Maybe intend.
Okay, 10. Which one is the 10? Which one is the 10? I'm sorry.
Intend. The second one.
Intend, yes. When you intend to do something, you have plans to do that thing, okay? You don't like, you probably like, you didn't do it yet, but you intended to do it, okay? Maybe you did it later. It's just niyyah.
Oh, okay.
Other verbs as well?
No, for me. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Let's practice for a bit. Here you have an exercise. They're telling you, find and correct the mistakes in the sentences. Do not change the underlined phrase. Do not change it. So they're helping you. Okay. For example, it's no use to explain. You never listen anyway. It's no use explaining. You never listen anyway. Go on, work on the others. Have you finished?
I'm in 10.
Okay.
Okay, I finished.
All right. So you can do task number 2.
Yes. There's no point in going bed now. I guess we have to get up in an hour.
Okay.
Is
That's
that-
correct.
Oh, thank God.
No problem. Make mistakes. Okay, Tasneem, your turn.
Okay. Do you accept me to know all the answers?
Do you expect me, yes, to
Expect.
know all the answers? That's correct. Again, correct. Thank you. I will do number 4. Listening to your MP3 player during class is rude. 5 is Tartils again.
Okay, my parents never let me staying out past 8 o'clock.
Yes. So you don't change anything, right?
No.
That's correct. That's good. And Tasneem, go on. Your turn.
Okay. We all look forward to seeing you in person.
Yes, to see or seeing you.
She said seeing you.
That's
Seeing
correct.
you.
To seeing you, not to see you. Okay.
Teacher, I guess they're both correct. I don't know.
I was waiting.
Like to see is common, you know. Most of people say that.
Yes, but in informal language, it's wrong, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
When writing your emails, never say I'm looking forward to see you. Say I'm looking forward to seeing you in person.
Okay.
You'd better to get ready. The taxi is arriving in 10 minutes. This is a correct sentence. And 8, whose turn now?
Me.
Go
The
on.
trip was a good opportunity to practice speaking English.
That's correct. And now Tasneem.
Okay. I found the station for not for asking about the departure times.
Tasneem, you missed number 9.
No problem. Yes, to ask about departure times. And now I will do number 9. They're used to speaking English with each other, even though they're both Japanese. Okay, yes, I changed speak to speaking. Now I'm going to share with you the answers here. Here, you can have a look at them.
Okay, we're good.
Great. Okay, I will leave you this to do it at home. And then tomorrow I will give you, not tomorrow, next week, I can give you the answers.
Okay.
Try to do something on your own. Now let's go back to Unit 8. I think we have some speaking section to work on. Yes, I found it here. Okay. Work in pairs. Complete each sentence with an alternative that means the same as the modal verb in brackets. Then listen and check. All right. So yeah, for example, you need to use alternatives. Alternatives, it means the same meaning, but with different words. Look for number 1 as an example. I don't want, and here they put must, refuse. I don't want to have to refuse, you see? Yes. So try. It can be a little bit misleading, but it's okay. Try, then we can do it together. Incorrect. Yeah. Have you finished it?
Not really.
Okay, so look at it this way. It would be way better. I hate having to argue to get my way. Or this one, I don't seem to be able to stand up for you or for myself, both way. It's just what important here is to be able. And the last one, I enjoy being able to offer people help. Okay.
Okay. I did number 3. Like, I don't seem allowed to stand up
I
for
don't
myself.
seem allow. I don't think that
It's
can
not.
work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought that too.
It's okay. Okay, let's go to 6 and we can finish there. Here in number 6, you can see sentences again, 8 sentences, and they tell us crossed out. It means like delete the incorrect forms in the sentences. For example, I would rather being to be a victim. So which one would you delete? Of
I
course, you.
be.
Yes, what would you delete, Tartil?
I guess to be.
Okay, you can cross more than one, by the way. You need to end up with a 1.
Oh.
You need to delete 2.
Oh, okay.
I would rather.
To be and be a victim.
I think being and to be. I'd rather be a victim.
Okay.
This can be a little bit confusing. Okay, like have a look at them for a minute. Read the 8 sentences and you need to cross 2 choices and just stay with 1.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it together.
Okay.
Right, so let's go for 2. It says it's good that some parents make their children
work.
Work, that's correct, from an early age. Everyone is capable of
Cheating.
cheating. Again, this is correct.
Yeah, cheating.
Beware of anyone who says they can't stand
Losing.
as they will or they'll do anything to win. Next one, Tartil, you can do it.
Okay. A child should be tough, when and how to be generous.
Okay, so a child should be taught. Okay, that's correct. But not just to earn the prize of others. This is correct. Tasneem, you can do 7 for us.
Okay. It's better giving than receiving.
To be honest, it would be better to say it's better to give than to receive.
Oh,
No
okay.
problem. The last one, who wants to do it?
I will do it. Being good is easy. What is difficult is to be just Victor what? Victor.
So you said being good is easy, right? Or be
Yes.
good is it?
No, being
easy.
good.
Yes, exactly.
What
is difficult?
Is to be right.
All right. Here you need to use something called parallel structure. Means like both the phrases with the same structure. So being good is definitely, then you need to see what is difficult, being just. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you the answers.
Teacher, what does beware mean?
Be careful.
Okay.
Here are the corrections. Did you check your answers?
Yes.
Great. I guess we can stop here today and we will continue with another session next time. Do you have any questions, any inquiries?
No.
No, thank you, teacher.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
sorry
you guys.
for our terrible connection today.
No problem. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.
See you.
Yeah.
Take care.